Hello, my beautiful people. So, I wasn't gonna do a rune poll. I wasn't gonna do one, but then I felt called to do one, and I have nothing with me. I have a backup set of runes, and I don't have my cards with me because they're upstairs. Sunday's always family dinner time in our house, and everybody comes over, so I have to like take everything up to my office, and there's like bags and bags of stuff. But I felt called to pull runes, so I'm going to pull them. I don't know if the message is for me or for you, but let's see. Gonna spend a second and put some energy into these. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. I don't even have my book with me or any of my stones. Okay, our present energy is Algis. Wide stretched arms of light, love, and hope. What led us to this energy? Oh, we're doing 3 Norns. My very first set of runes. Oh, interesting. Fehu, which is birth or beginning. And what is our potential outcome, knowing that runes do not predict the future? This little guy stuck in my hands. Othala. So, I don't have the book, so we're going to go completely off of my interpretation and what Spirit says to me. So, Fehu is the first stone in the Elder Futhark alphabet. So, Fehu, Futhark, right? And it means tamed cattle. And that's important because, you know, back in the olden days, Padawan, even before me, before I was born, cows roamed free, and they had to domesticate them. And so, that sign of domestication, that sign of taking the wild and really bringing forth milk and meat and, things that you need for sustenance as human, that's the beginning of humanity, right? And our ability to share and our ability to love one another. And so it's a great stone of birth and beginning. And Algis is all about, love and light and sharing and communication and friendship and building community, building friendships with one another. And Athala is about ancestral wisdom and being closer to the divine and being closer, between the physical world and the spirit world. And what a great reading. We had a great reading yesterday, and I had a great reading last night, and I didn't post it because my energy was low, but the reading was good, and the reading was very similar to this. And right before this, and we took a break from cleaning because our family's coming up. We had won some prizes at our local fair. We had this big county fair, and we win, I think, every year, and we win crazy stuff. And part of it is because my kids, I buy, whatever it is, 4 for $20, and each kid gets a sheet, and I get 2. And they're older now, so we now try to gag mom and try to get her to win the most ridiculous thing in the fair. So one time I won a math tutoring, which is, I think that was like last year or the year before. My sons are way out of elementary school, so I won math tutoring, but I gave it to somebody in the community. And then last year we won, it was a door prize, and it was this giant hand painted, it was beautiful for somebody who likes this particular kind of art. It was like these honkin' flowers. If you know me, I don't like big honkin' flowers because I don't know who designs clothing for heavy women, but listen, I may like to eat, but that doesn't mean I like flowers. So we had this ugly painting. It was beautiful for somebody who likes that kind of art. But first of all, I don't have a wall that I could put it on, and second, I have nothing that matches it. So so we put it in our Yankee swap that we have at our holiday party. The person who won it refused to take it because it was huge. It would take up a whole wall. And then my neighbor's sister, who was staying with her, was getting ready to have her own apartment, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, that painting matches my duvet cover or something." And I'm like, "Then this painting, by all means, is yours." And it's like a perfect match. It's like she bought it together. So we always get these ridiculous things. So, so you know, I get a call that we won something in the fair, and so I'm like, oh gosh, what? So one of our big jokes is that we put a lot of tickets in the car cleaning buckets because you know we have 10 cars, so in various stages of being worked on. Never marry a car guy, lasses and lads who are into dudes and whatnot. Never partner up with a dude that likes car, or a girl, I guess, that likes cars, because you will never ever see the end of that money pit. Anyway, so we always put a bunch of tickets in the car cleaning bucket things, and we've won a few of those over the years. So, so anyway, so you know, we're joking like, are we going to win a giant painting, or are we going to win some other crazy thing? One of my boys put in to win Tupperware. Now, I have 2 huge bins of Tupperware in my dining room that I always have to find a place for when company comes over and we use the dining room table. I'm like, we do not need more Tupperware. But I did win AirPods, which is good to have a backup set for the gym. And then what I really wanted to win, this is something that I did really kind of want to win, it's gifts in a jar. So like cookies and muffins, and you know how you put the mixes in the jar and then you give them to people. I love when people give me those things, because now all I have to add is water or milk or something. My special favorite is the soups. All I have to add is like meat and water. I don't have to measure all that crap out. All about that. Anyway, what does that have to do with runestones? I think it's just a reminder from Spirit that, you know, like when I posted it, I tagged my neighbor who has the painting, and it's really joyful to have friends and to have fun and to be able to share those things. And I think it's just a reminder from Spirit that I'm on the right path, because yesterday I was feeling a little bit in a funk. It's hard as an adult to make friends. You know, and my 2 best friends, one of them lives close but far. I mean, and she's got 5 kids, so you know she's always busy. And my other best friend moved to Arizona. In her defense, I had moved to New Jersey, or I had moved to Connecticut first, so now she lives in Arizona, and so it's not as easy as just picking up my friend and going out to the fair. You know, I don't really have anybody to hang with. I have my hiking friend Nav, and I have my friend Tracy. That I work with and hike with. But, you know, the older you get, the harder it is to make friends. And, you know, and I was thinking that last night. I was missing that. I was hanging out at my son's work, and I was talking to some of the people that work there, and they're all very nice, but, like, you know, they don't want to hang out with me. They don't want to be friends with me. You know, they're nice to me because I'm Julian's mom, but, you know, those are not people that are like, hey, you know, let's go to the Carbon County Fair, you know, and it's hard to make friends like that. I mean, I'm very fortunate. I have, you know, our family's very close. I can go with my mother-in-law places. I can go with my nieces. You know, if they're very busy, they're young women. 2 of them are young married women, so, you know, they're busy. But, I mean, I have people, but, yeah, it's hard to make a buddy, you know. And because I was raised with boys, and because I grew up with boys, and because most of my hobbies are male-centric, hiking and bagpiping are both predominantly male, I tend to be friends with men first before women, not because I don't like women, just because I'm used to it. You know, I'm used to the energy that men have, you know, and the stupid stuff they talk about. Trust me, when Rambo is your brother, there is nothing you can do that can shock me, because he has already done it. So, anyway, I think it's just a reminder that I'm not alone. I'm in a good place. You know, you know, there are people I could call to go to the fair with if I wanted to. I need to get out of my own head. You know, and I think the ancestors are just reminding me that I'm not alone. I was missing my mom and dad yesterday. I was missing my mom because I got that Queen Elizabeth bone china mug. And I was like, oh, Ruthie would have loved that. She would have put it in her curio cabinet. So I put it in mine for her, because I'll break it if I use it. And you can't wash it in the microwave because it's got gold, whatever, on it. Anyway, so for whatever reason, Spirit wanted to remind me of that right now. Maybe remind you of this right now, that you are loved, and, you know, it's all part of the plan, and don't feel lonely. I am wishing you all the very best in light and love. Take care. Bye-bye.